Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back once again. My name is Jordan, also known as JMonster. I want to thank you guys for joining me for another episode of The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt. As per our last game, I'm still waiting on a little bit of feedback in terms of streaming this, in terms of things you'd like to see throughout the playthrough, paths you'd want to take, specifically story and alignment paths. But for the time being, we're gonna piss off the guards. But I'm just gonna continue to play the game out in whatever way kind of seems best to me. I have no idea what that was about. I assume that's to introduce us to the fast travel system, which I'm going to try and not use as much as I can. Just because fast travel in a big open world like this, it's not all that fun. I mean, we miss so much by not paying attention to the world around us. There's a lot of quests and stuff that we're going to miss along the way. So that is what we are going to focus on. I want to make this as story-oriented and detailed as possible for you guys to enjoy and make it a very watchable playthrough. So I'm going to keep my commentary to relevant sections of the game, and I'm going to try not to talk at all through our cutscenes, except, you know, now and again. Okay, so from what I remember from last episode, we are going to be on our way to find out a little bit more about the Griffin. I believe it slayed an entire patrol of Nilfgaardian guardsmen, so we're going to go and try and hunt it down. I think our next stop is going to be at the shed of a young man named Mislav. Whoop. So let's go and try and hunt him down. Also, something I noticed that I don't think I've really noticed before, but does kind of make sense the more that I think about it. Ooh. Come on, Roach, you can do it. It's just a tiny fence. Is that all the church signs, or all the signage and all the writing in this is actually Old Church Slavonic, which is sort of like a Proto-Cyrillic alphabet. There are some characters that have been carried over into modern Cyrillic. But yeah, it's kind of cool, and it does make sense since this is based on Slavic folklore, and specifically the work of a Polish author named Andrzej. I can't say his name. It's like Andrzej Sapkowski.
Folks said the road was fraught with peril, but I wouldn't listen. Got my comeuppance now.
Less moaning, more details. What happened, and how can I help? And remember, I don't work for free. Witcher's code and all.
Well, was on my way to the Black Ones to trade. Suddenly my horse got spooked, ran clear off the road. We hit a bump. I went flying and the horse and cart rolled on. Then I heard bubbling, neighing, slurping. Something came out from the muck, devoured Asher, hooves and all. No doubt my goods are still on the cart, but I'm too afeard to go and see. Thought maybe you. I'm most concerned about a little box. Bring it to me, I beg you.
You see that face he gave us at the end there? Like, he's just done with our shit. Come on, buddy. You want me to help you?
Fine, I'll go. Let you know if I find that box.
Alrighty. Now, let's focus on this for the time being. Oop. Looks like we've got some nasties out there in the bog, so I think if I remember my potions correctly, oh, sorry about that, guys. My controller's a little bit finicky. I think the drowners, I think they're corpse eaters. I don't know if I have a really good corpse eater oil. I should. But I don't. I have standard necrophage oil, so bear with me. I never really needed it all that badly in my previous playthroughs, apparently. With Grandmaster stuff, you tend to hit pretty hard as it is. Let's pop our Quen out, and Igni can be sometimes useful against these guys. Oh yeah, I hear that gurgling. There's definitely a drowner nearby.
Here's the cart.
Oh, we didn't run into any trouble. That's nice. Alchemist powder. Ooh, an arrow.
Cart's riddled with arrows. Interesting. I should take a look around.
Oh, I see them. White myrtle, always a nice thing to have. Kind of poisonous, though. Let's go pick a fight. Come back here, you bastard. Oop. There we go. Ooh, really hitting us. Yeah, be quiet. Surprised I didn't kill him. Not my finest work. We got the job done. They're not hitting me very hard, but they are quite under-leveled comparatively. They are already green, so I may turn up the difficulty at some point just to keep this a little bit more entertaining. I don't need a vial. Oh, thank you.
An arrow.
Didn't mention that, no.
This.
I'm starting to think that this man is lying to us and that he's some kind of bandit, because I seem to recall him having a bow. Oh no, poor whoever this was.
Square in the neck. Good shot. Either the merchant's got serious memory problems, or he's lying.
Where's this red box? Always nice to have. Diamond
Cart's
dust.
riddled with arrows.
Geralt, I don't care about the arrows. Please stop. You're not even looking at them. Oh, that's the vial. I wonder if we'll be able to find this box around here, or if the box itself was a lie. But he really seemed to want it, and why send us over here just to discover his crime? So I presume that there's a box around here somewhere. Alright, CSI crime investigation mode. Let's try and hunt this thing down. Ooh, berries. Up. Oh, that poor bastard. Oh, that hit me. That's fine. This is what Quen is for. To cover for my stupidity. Yeah, I'm not super worried about the box. Oop. Have an issue there. Oh, we still do have to find it though. Yeah. Making me do work. Oh. I don't want to piss the bees off, but I'm gonna. Well. Oh, what the hell? Tasty honeycomb. Always nice to have. I've always wanted to eat a honeycomb. Oh, I can feel my medallion buzzing. And where is this bloody box? Let's get out of there. Boom! Didn't find the box. Did get to blow something up though. Always fun. Oops. Now where is the damned thing? Ah, here we are.
Must be that box he mentioned. Splattered with blood. Human blood.
Wow. So it looks to me like he ambushed a merchant caravan, murdered the horse and the rider, and tried to make off with a strong box, but got driven back by the drowners before he could make good on his crime.
Oh, and you find the box?
Found it here. We can just choose to look the other direction. That doesn't sound very Geralt to me. And that's something that I personally wouldn't like to do.
Yeah, found your priceless chest. And someone who looks an awful lot like a cart driver with an arrow through his neck. No dryads in these swamps, and never known a drowner or a water hack to use a bow, so lacking any other suspects, I'm guessing.
Watch out! Behind you!
There's nothing behind me. I'm a witcher, I'd have heard it, just like I can hear your heart, which is pounding, like a liar's. Best hope you're a better writer than you are a liar.
Oh, jeez. I've never letting this guy get away before. Let? Wow. English. I swear it's my first language. Oh, come on, Roach.
Go, go.
All right, let's get this guy. But you never know. First time for everything. Got him.
Gotta get him out of here.
Did I kill him? No, he opened his eyes.
Wake up. See? Can't run from the truth. Not even on horseback. Now who are you, and why'd you attack that cart?
Private First Class John Gilmer, Temerian 6th Division, 2nd Regiment. Disbanded, but still active. Underground, in the woods.
And the black ones walk by. Oh, this is a risky conversation to be having.
And the medicine. Our lads could use it too. We've many ill among us. You let me go, and they might live and fight once more for a free North.
See, now this is where I would like a little bit of audience input. I am inclined, since this is a Nilfgaardian war of aggression, something that's been planned for a very long time, to walk the other way, or to look the other way and let this guy, you know, walk away. Fine, go. You're free to go, but the medicine stays with me. This seems like a stupid option. I mean, this just seems like the indecisive option for someone who doesn't want to kill him. Taking you to the Nilfgaardians. I don't really like the Nilfgaardians. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let him go.
Fine. Go. And may you and your soldier buddies hiding in the bushes be victorious in your struggle against Nilfgaard.
You've a vile sense of humor. But you're a decent man. Here, the gold I promised. Use it well. Drink to the silver lilies and to Foltest's memory.
Alrighty then. Where's my horse at? Hell yeah, Roach. Alright. Back on our way to find Mislav. An awkward ride past the black ones right there as we just let one of their mortal enemies escape through their net. Still though, real dangerous conversation to be having on the side of the road. The patrol black ones that walked by, that was just classic. That couldn't have been timed better.
It's the road to Vizim.
Ooh, wind's kicking up in a big way. We ran by Mislav. Bet you focused on the environment. And off we go.
Anyone home?
Knock, knock.
Must be out hunting.
That's no problem for us. Oh, I can see the footprints on the ground. And go out this way, it seems. More footprints. It's kind of fun this way when there's no red outline that kind of takes away all the challenge. Uh-oh. Oh god! That was close. It's a big bear. We'll just let him cook for a bit. Oh god! Oh, I think we got out of there. Still got knocked back, though. God, the bears in this are absolutely ginormous. They're freaking terrifying. And I love it. They actually make me fear them. Most of the time I can beat the bears pretty simply, like what you just saw, but god damn it if they're not imposing beasts. I definitely didn't take us to the right place. Thanks for your help, by the way, Mislav. There's no way you didn't hear that.
You, Mislav?
Hear that?
Wolves.
Chickens?
No, wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
More dangerous than wolves? Come on.
Dogs more dangerous than wolves? Don't think so.
It's the truth. Know why?
No, but I guess you're about to tell me.
Wolves hunt to fill their bellies. Wild dogs kill for sport.
Just like humans.
Aye. They've learned much from us. Why not cruelty too?
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Why not?
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No. Dogs might, though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now?
Since the war started. Soldier on the march. He'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their spines, covered in scabies, but they just won't die, because they're clever. More so than foxes. And too late. Attacked another one.
Oh shit. Well, come on then. Hey boys. Whoop. Bad dog. Oh, I got you good. Lie down. Play dead. I know, I feel like I need to have these Arnold one-liners. Geralt is kind of an action hero. Oh man. Really did a number on that guy. Alright, Mislav. Look at this plastic body.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, and I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
Before what?
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
I'm a freak too.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse that...
Oh, weird.
The Lord's son, Florian, and I, we loved each other.
Oh.
Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
Wow. Yeah, man, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Ancient history now. I was to show you where I found the Nilfgaardians. Come.
I knew that he was gay, but I didn't know that it was...
Know anything about it?
that, like, the fallout was so calamitous.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me.
If you say so, man. Oh yeah, fun little trick here. when you're running, you'll see your stamina bar. Just jump. While you're in the air, it'll fill up again. And then you just start running again once you hit the ground. Meow.
'Twas here. One
No
lay
shit.
there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
I'll be fine. Nothing to mourn, they were Nilfgaardians. Let's be a dick about it.
Nothing to mourn. They were Nilfgaardians.
They were lads, like ours, just clad in black plate. Good hunting now.
Yeah. I mean, I feel the same way, Miss Love, but let's try and play Geralt the Patriot. We're gonna play that up a little bit.
Griffin interrupted them. Ground's black, saturated with blood. A camp.
Can I hear a dog around here? Oh yeah, definitely a pack of them just up the way there. Well, we'll go and clear them out in a moment. Or I guess now-ish.
These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably.
Wrong sword. Let's go find these dogs. Wolves, in fact, but they're moving on. Okay, back to business. Just as long as we're not going to be ambushed on the road. That was my chief fear. Whoop! Hell yeah. Oop, that is not what I want at all. Well.
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least.
Oi. It's impressive. Those Nilfgaardians managed to take down its mate.
Female.
CSI time.
Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other griffin must be a male. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept.
Ah.
Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age.
I mean, it does add a certain human dimension to the monsters, right? Which is why I like this so much. The monster feels grief, sadness, rage, even, since that's why it's acting out. Makes them a lot more like us than maybe most people in this universe would be willing to admit. And it does give Geralt a fairly unique perspective, so that's kind of cool.
Thick shaft, dense barbs. Royal griffin.
I don't know, I wonder what makes it royal.
Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area. Done all I could. Should talk to Vizimir.
Maybe it's because they use their likeness on certain, like on heraldry, like maybe on certain royal heraldic, like symbols and flags and stuff. Let's be careful, I don't want to jump off a cliff here. I've done that way too many times, and it's very embarrassing. And strangely enough, you know, Geralt can take a griffin claw to the face, but so help you if you fall off a hill. You will lose half your health bar in about 2 seconds. There you go. You can see the unlimited stamina thing in action. Boing. Oh. I heard ghosts. I heard wailing. Oh my god, it's a Noon Wraith.
Wonder what it's doing here.
Well, Quen first, followed by Erden. Come here, honeybee.
Strange. She's not attacking me.
Come along. Oh. Oh yeah, she heals herself when you get too close. And now she's back up to full health.
She fled, but she'll be back tomorrow. Something's keeping her here.
Ah, yes, I remember this. I think this is one of the monster
Noon Wraith won't stray too far from
monster
the well.
hunts that we can go on throughout the game. It does add. It adds a really cool dimension to the game. So you're
Bodies
not
dragged to a
just.
crisp. Signs it burns.
I'll let
Noon
Geralt
Wraith
talk. Let the
did
man
this.
speak. You're not just doing story-related stuff. Geralt is a Witcher by trade. He's got a story. He's got a job to do, and some of them can lead you on down some really interesting story paths. So if this is your first time ever watching someone play the game, or maybe you've never heard of The Witcher before, I suppose it's possible. It's something to keep an eye on if you decide that you want to pick up the game. It's very, very rich in story, and there's a lot of different ways that you can play it and a lot of different paths you can take, all of which lead to the exciting conclusion, which we will get to eventually. Listen to me, jabbering on like a salesman for CD Projekt Red. But, honestly, this game deserves the praise that it gets. Ooh, that'll be useful for us. Always nice to find repair kits. Repairing is... I think it's a little bit obnoxious, and most of the time you end up with so much money that it's not enough of a money sink to really be useful as purely a money sink, to something that you can spend your vast amounts of wealth on.
Journal.
Ooh, yellow diary.
Might be useful.
It happened. Volker sent a petition of our grievances against the Lord to the court at Vizima. Listed all the harms he's done to us. How he killed Johann for not taking off his cap quick enough. How he trampled our fields when drunk with nary a thought of repayment. How he barged in during Peter's wedding and demanded his right of the first night. Now we finally got what we begged Melitele for in our prayers for so long. The judge recognized our grievances and waived all our bonds and duties to the Lord. We can finally strike out on our own. At last we can live as free men. And that's a dream, isn't it? Especially in this day and age. The first day of our freedom. Hovel's not much of a village yet, but to my mind it's better than the most fantastic palace. Volker fumed our home with hazelwood smoke to drive out evil, buried a marten under the gate to make sure no thieves cross our threshold. What if they came in through the window? I don't know. Maybe there's another bird for that. In any case, and then he gave me a bracelet, loveliest I've ever seen. Mother said it's foolish to spend so much on a bauble when we haven't our plows nor hoes, and that we ought to return it to the merchant. Over my dead body. I'll never take it off. It'll always be there to remind me of Volker, of how happy we were that day. Well, I think we found the MacGuffin that's keeping her here. They say the Lord is coming to see us, that he wants to make a deal, to beg us to return to the village. They say he's calm since his son died, that he's not as quick to anger about small slights. Well, we'll see. One way or another, I have no intention to move 1 inch from here. This must be the same Lord. The same Lord whose son hung himself. All this story is connected. There's this big web of tragedy that just seems to have claimed so many people. And it's amazing that kind of detail that's gone into this. Alright, well, we know what we need to look for. What else can we find while we're here? Oh, anything down the well? Anything else useful or valuable through here? I mean, it's not like they're gonna need it. I know that that's savage, but hey. Geralt is a practical man, and so am I. So, you know, I like to have reasons for why I do things. So, that being said, let's go jump down this well for no reason. No, there's definitely a purpose for us being here, and that's because I remember this quest. What have we here? An ornate bracelet. Ooh, there's a few other things down here we might want to claim for ourselves. Man, they throw a lot of stuff down here into the well. Why would anyone put that in a box? Oh, I gotta keep my mold safe. Oh, that's real important. Is it bad that I don't remember how to get up? I think it's... Yeah, B is what you use to surface. Well, it's a good thing I figured that out. Alright. Well, this is a way out.
Lucky not to come up empty-handed. A bracelet with an inscription. To Claire, from Volker.
Yep.
Bracelet was on an arm bone. Wonder where the rest of the body is.
I got a good idea.
A body? Can't reach it from here.
No, you cannot. That's really creepy. Like, maybe you were thinking, oh, hey, the bottom of this well, covered in roots and water, nice, dark, quiet place. Maybe the kind of place you wanna move into, raise a family of voles. Nope, there's a dead body there. Ruins the property value. Also brings with it terrible ghosts and curses. So I'm hearing burbling right now. It sounds a bit like crying. And it's kind of freaking me out a little bit, so I want to get the hell out of here. Would it were that easy. Well, let's see if we can swim under this. No, I don't see any way to swim under. Maybe I can jump through this. Haha! Now we can swim out of here. Down we go. Updated Devil by the Well. That looks like gold to me. Like valuable minerals. Alright. Let's get out of here before we die. Anything valuable down there in the water? Oh, what do you know? Always got to be observant in this game. It definitely rewards you for exploration with... Oh man, all kinds of things. We got some diagrams there. We got some crafting material. And occasionally, from time to time, you are going to stumble across Witcher school-related items, which generally have their own unique sets of bonuses and blah, 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 and are just, they're the best gear in the game, and you're going to want to collect them. Like, bar none, like, maybe the occasional rare will be better for your specific builds, but most of the time, I go with the Witcher swords, not just for the sake of being completionist and because of the fact that it makes my eye twitch if I don't have the whole damn set, but also because, yeah, they're just generally of top quality, and it's more of a side grade to get other things than it is to get anything else than like a pure upgrade. Obviously, I've gotten turned around here. Oops. Alrighty. Here we go. Oof. There's a lot of gold down here. Like, this is a fortune. Geralt doesn't seem too interested in it, however. Guess he's not really much of a miner by trade. Big oof. There we are. Well, now we know how to dispose of this Noon Wraith. Might as well go and deal with it now. We're here. Why not? Why not indeed? Give Claire a little bit of a reprieve from this living undeath, so she can go and join her husband again. It makes me feel good. Makes me feel good to do this quest. Not just because there's probably money in it for us, although there's definitely money in it for us. Read the entry about Noon Wraiths in the Bestiary. Oh yeah, the game is going to point you to the Bestiary. It is going to beat you over the head with the Bestiary. Most of the time, I mean, there is useful information in there. Certainly if you're struggling with certain enemies. Werewolves, I found, were quite tricky the first time I played this game. There we have it. The residents of White Orchard had suffered more than their share of misfortunes. Passing armies had trampled their spring planting, a griffin had begun abducting their livestock, and the rotten icing on this painful cake, a noon wraith haunted a nearby well. No wonder the locals called this final evil a devil. The Witcher could sense something bound her to this place, and that in order to send her off into the ethereal realms, he would first need to learn her secret. Once that was done, he would have to prepare for battle, and a noon wraith is a demanding opponent. She can disorient her victim by blinding him and creating mirror images of herself. These copies slowly suck the victim's life energy, while their mistress remains untouchable. In order to defeat her, the Witcher could not rely on his silver sword alone. The Erden sign would also be needed to trap her and force her to take on a material form. And the same applies to the noon wraiths here. And I think this one is the Moondust Bomb. We're gonna go ahead and try and use the Moondust Bomb just because I like it. Let me see here. Pretty sure I have some. Got some really good Moondust Bombs actually. That enhanced one. What do you know?
Place, an object, something she needs before she'll leave this world. Need to find out what happened here.
There we go. That's how we use the damn thing. Oops! I didn't mean to use it like that. Find out what binds the noon wraith to the ruined village. We know that! Oh, Geralt. Geralt. Poor, sweet, innocent Geralt. Anything worth ransacking in here? No? Nothing? Alright. I mean, her body, probably.
Bloodstains. Almost faded. But the line's taut. Something's not right.
Come on, buddy. You've been down the well. We know.
Corpse. Aimed by the bucket rope. Woman the journal belonged to. Must be.
I love that her skeleton is basically like a Halloween prop. Like, it's all just together. It hasn't fallen apart.
This small jaw. A woman. Around 30, judging by the teeth. Left arm's missing. Need to cremate the remains. Gotta find the object that binds her to this place before I do, though.
Geralt, I know that you're a
She
storyteller.
wearing the bracelet from her husband. Might be why her arm fell off.
I know you're a storyteller, bud. But you don't need to build any more suspense. We know.
Let's take another look. Lovely craftsmanship. But I'll have to burn it with the body to get rid of the noon wraith for good. Better do it near the well.
I think you better had.
Need to prepare for this fight. Brew some wraith oil. Drink some potions. And the bracelet. Igni.
There we go. Round 2, my darling.
Hey, I think it worked.
You think so? Alright, let's get Erden out here. Let's have her go right for us. There we go. Trap her in the circle. Alright, come back here, honeybee. Oof. Big oof. Get back here. There we go. Yeah, it sucks right through our Quen. Come back. Come on. Ooh, she hits hard. Ooh, big oof. But we got her.
She's gone. For good. Good size. Wonder if this piece of rot will get me anything.
Well, maybe. Level 50. Hey! let's take a look at our character screen here. Any additional things that I want to invest in? I've got arrow deflection. I don't even have arrow deflection turned on, however. I think I might go a little bit more into magic here. Try and play with things a little bit. Puppet. That's kind of useful. Might be fun to play around with, especially once we get to higher levels. To have this. And I know someone said they want to do more of a swordsman build, so I think that's what we're going to focus on still. Like, most of my playstyle already focuses around swordplay. Most of the magic that I use is like utility based, or I use Quen defensively a lot. But I will try and focus on that a little bit more. There's crippling strikes and stuff like that here that I want to try and max out. Since like our fast attacks will apply like bleed effects and stuff. I don't really use heavy attack very much because I like the faster playstyles. You guys have probably seen at this point. I like, you know, just getting in there, getting out, getting in there, getting out, dodge, thrust, parry, that sort of thing, instead of going all in hard with the longer time commitment on the heavy attacks. But that being said, I will do whatever you guys want to do. And swordplay, a sword-based opponent, or like a sword-based build rather, can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. So, yeah, just let me know. Give me a little bit more feedback, and I can start to form a concrete direction that I want to take Geralt's playstyle, his character concept in terms of like how he's going to react to certain situations and choices, etc., etc. There we go. Come on, notice board.
Whoa there, Roach.
Ooh.
Who taught you that?
Chetty.
Now listen carefully. You're never to sing that rhyme again. Never. And you're not to play with Chetty no more.
Oof.
Chetty's my best mate.
Chetty's a little fool who gets all killed. I see you with him again, you'll regret it.
Jeez. Well, that's what it's like living under the yoke of a hostile invading power. Gotta be careful. Looking to borrow a plow. Nope, new order. Speak the subject on laws soon to be introduced to these lands by rid of our most gracious sovereign, Emir of our Emirice. Attendance is not obligatory, but every institution should partake this opportunity to learn what rights they will enjoy and duties they will have under the new order. Good folk, you no longer live in a barbarous land where every man does as he sees fit. You are now part of the great empire of Nilfgaard. Nilfgaardian law protects you, and yet it also ascribes you new obligations. Imperial forces. Literacy must be very high in this barbarous, quote-unquote barbarous, northern kingdom. We've seen people write journals. Like notice boards like this only work if the majority of people are able to read. So let's go talk to Odilon. We'll sign off on this, and I'm going to end the episode right there, and we'll continue our adventures at a later date. Hey there,
Found a
Odilon.
notice about an evil spirit haunting a well. You Odilon? Job done. The well was haunted by the ghost of a woman who was killed there. I drove it away.
I just hope every unburied wretch don't start haunting us. Well, that battlefield's gonna cause us a heap of trouble.
If they do, you know who to contact. Meanwhile, Claire, Volker, names ring a bell?
I don't know. Though I did hear our herbalist Tamira mention a Claire once. Same one, maybe? Your reward, Master. Thank you so much.
We don't get to negotiate on our reward if we do it before we go and complete the contract. So I don't want to go and talk to Vesemir yet. There's still a few things that we can do in this village, but like I mentioned, it's going to have to wait for next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this second foray into the world of The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. I'm looking forward to the next episode, but you'll have to wait for a little while. Until then, see you, everybody.